Hello friends, welcome back to one new video tutorial. So in today's session we'll see and we'll learn about the array destructuring, object destructuring and the spread syntax or REST parameter. So in today's session what we'll see, first thing, how we can destructure the object using JavaScript only, advanced JavaScript. Second one, array destructuring. Third one, spread syntax. The fourth one will say about the REST param. Okay, so let's start. So I'll give you some example and I'll explain you. So for that I have one online editor tool, play code. Okay, so here we'll see. So let's declare one object first. We will start from the object. Okay, let's say user. Okay, name, Jess, email, name, email, and I will take one address, which is again one object. So this is our nested object, like city, let's say Bangalore, street, let's say 17th cross 24th main. Third one will take, let's say pin, there is 752106, let's say. So we declared one nested object. So here what is my aim, I will display the individual value of this nested object. Let's say I want to display the name and email. So console.log, usually what we are doing in general way, that is user dot name, okay, and console.log user dot email. Now you can see it is printing jas and j@gmail.com. So from this nested object, now we can display the individual key value pair, individual values of each key, right? So this is general way we are following, but in currently in advanced JavaScript there is concept available that is called object destructuring, where it will unpack our object and we can display the individual value. So how we can do that? So I am removing this console.log. Anyway, same thing we can use. So here let's say name, email, address, and it like this. Okay, name, email and address. If we will print now simple name, so it will give you the name value. If we will print simple email, now it will give you the email value. Okay, so this is called as object destructuring, where we are unpacking our object. Now you can see this is our one nested object. First key is name, second is email, and third is address. And the address itself is a object, again one object. And inside that object we have again three more keys. Okay, so now by the help of advanced JavaScript, we can directly take this key name and display it, okay, using this way. So this is simply called as object destructuring. So now our aim is how we can display the inner value of this address. Okay, so for that we can just write the address, same way city, okay, street, pin. Now if I will I will try to print only the pin value. If I will write here only pin, now see that value is coming. If I will print only city, now see the city is also coming. So this is completely called as object destructuring. Let's say I want to again take one new value, that is fruits, and it is one array over ang mango. Okay, also this array value we can print in same way, like fruits. Okay, now fruits, see it is coming. If I will type here just mango, now see it's also printing. So this is very simple method, and the advantage of this object destructuring or array destructuring is we can just reduce our lines of code. When you will use the simple way, you have to write just with the dot operator, user dot name, user dot email, user dot address. So in one line we are accessing all the individual values from the user object. Now you can understand how we are doing the object destructuring and how it is useful. Okay, now let's move to array destructuring. In same way, let's say I have one array, new or no, 1 2 3 4, comma, let's say nested array 1 6 7. Okay, okay, now this is one array. So usually how we are accessing each value of this array, like this, console.log. Okay, first the array and array index, right or wrong. If I will write here new array 0, it will give you 1, again 1, it will give you 2, like this. Okay, so we can also reduce this lines of code, okay, using the array destructuring. Then how we can do this? One, two, three, four, same way, 6 and 7. Okay, equals to so this is bit confusing. I'm taking one new array like let's say 2021 and 08 and say something like let's say 23rd. Okay, okay. So here year, this is month and this is date. So you can do like this: year, month, let's say date equals to new array. So what it will do simply, now if we will print console.log and year, see it will print the year. So in the like the previous method, we are not going to use any index, array and array name and array index. So this is called as array destructuring. So it will unpack the complete array and we can display the individual values belongs to that array. So again it will give you some advantage. It will reduce some lines of code for your project. So go for these two and try once, object destructuring and array destructuring. So it will be more helpful. Okay. Now let's come to spread syntax. Okay. So how it helps in our coding life? Let's say I declared one array constant array equals to first value is let's say Raj. This is one name. Second is let's say Rahul. Okay. So let's say here are one more array I'm declaring. First one is let's say something like that array t, and second one is something like that ght. Okay, so we will join both the arrays into one new array. Okay, so what usually we are doing, we are using concat method. Okay, constant new, let's say r array dot concat. So when we will print here console.log, okay, so what we will see, we will see all the 4 values. So instead of using this one, we can use the spread syntax, like any parameter before that 3 dot, right? So how we will achieve that? See, okay, so here what we can do, arr comma triple dot arr1. Now see, same result came. Okay, so we'll see some new use case for this spread syntax. Okay, let's take, I'm deleting this. Okay, so let's take like I have one first array and I have one more value name, const name equals to say gst. So I will push this name to this array. So what usually what we are doing like this, array dot push using the push method, and name. Okay, so if you will print this array, it will give you 3 values. So I'm removing this one, it is giving error. Okay, so instead of using this push method, we can use also the same spread syntax, like let's say and your name. Okay, if I will print new array, okay, it will give you the same value. So here let me to remove, it is this one. Okay, see, so it is more easiest way and advanced way in JavaScript to use the spread syntax. Let's say this is my original array, and I assigned this array to one more array, that is name. Okay, let me to remove this one. So if I will print and I will print name also, it will same. After that, okay, what I will do, I will remove one value from the name. Okay, let me to remove it. So here let's say I am using pop. Now see, I just removed one value from this second array, that is name, and it is removed from all those array, the original array, the second array. So if you will use the spread syntax, what it will do, it will create one shallow copy, so it will not harm your original array. It will just remove one value from your secondary array. Okay, so how we can achieve that? Similarly, we will use here spread syntax. Okay, now see, I removed the value from this name array. Okay, but the value did not remove from the original array, that is error. So what this spread syntax did, it created the shallow copy. It did not delete any value from the original array. It deleted only the value from the secondary array. So in this way it will be more helpful if we are going with the spread syntax. Okay, this spread syntax also can be used with the function call. Let's see how we can use this. Let's say I have one function like function multiply. Okay, A, B, C. I will write here console.log. Okay, so return A into B into C. Okay, so here I will pass those values, multiply. So 2, 3, 4. Now see, it is printing 24. So take the individual value and it print. Okay, so if we, let's say we have one array like numbers, that is 2, 3 and 4. Okay. So here passing the individual value, if we'll just write numbers now it printed the 24. So you no need to pass individual value as argument with the multiply function. We can declare one array and use this spread syntax to pass those values. So now we see, okay, in how many ways this spread syntax is useful in the advanced JavaScript. So next we'll discuss about the rest parameter. The rest parameter is exactly opposite of this spread syntax. Okay. So what it will do, we will pass n number of values here and it will converted to one array and you can do the operation. Let's say three, 4, 5. Okay. So here I will write, this is called as rest parameter. If I will print here, let me to remove this return statement. See, it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 came as, let me to remove this one, an array. So now we can do anything with this array. We can multiply each element of the array. Okay, and we can do any kind of operation. So usually if you have faced any interview question, this is one interview question. Interviewer will ask, I have n number of values to pass as argument within function. So let's say I don't know how many values I will pass here, and I have to, let's say, multiply each values and return the result. So this is the best answer for them. Use the rest parameter. Okay, so it will convert it to the array from individual value to array, and using that array inside it you can multiply all those values, you can add all those values, you can display all those values. Okay. So now I think you got idea regarding the object destructuring, array destructuring, spread syntax, and the rest parameter, okay, of advanced JavaScript. So I hope you will go through all this session, okay, and practice it by yourself also, and refer some other links from Google, so it will be more helpful for you. So in today's session I am stopping here. Okay, so please feel free to ask any question with my comment box, and try to subscribe this channel. Thank you.